Hello everybody! It feels weird seeing me with straight hair because the last multiple vlogs I've curled it. I turned the camera on and I was like, whoa, it was so different. Anyways, how is everyone doing? If you're curious why I always start them out on my porch, which I won't be able to do soon, but the reason I do is because it's very loud in there. I have to be like, hold on guys, I have to vlog, hold on. And so they have to be really quiet. So as often as I can, I just jump out here because it's less disruptive to them. I have been struggling a little bit with just the negativity around YouTube. There is so much that goes into YouTube, and to see there's so much more pettiness and nastiness in YouTube than you guys will see. And I struggle with wanting to do YouTube when I see stuff like that because I don't ever want to become that. I don't know. I really struggle with wanting to do YouTube when I see that type of stuff. I don't know. I'm just letting you guys know where I'm at in my head. But I want to put positivity out there, and even though I am not a positive person all the time, I do have bad days, I do struggle, I do all that, guys. Realistic positivity is what I strive for. So yes, I want to be positive, I want to put good stuff out there, but at the same time, you need to be realistic, and if you feel a certain way, feel that and then move on. And that's just where I'm at right now. I just want to feel a certain way and then I'm gonna move on and not be cranky about it. But until then, I'm gonna feel what I need to feel. If you guys have been following me for a little while, you know that Landon has struggled with hypermobility. And before I get lots of comments, I have checked into the Ehlers-Danlos syndrome with multiple doctors and orthopedic doctors and all of that, and they really don't think that that is his issue. But I do appreciate all of you reaching out and mentioning it, because I guess it's more of a deal than I even knew existed. But it is something that's always going to stay in the back of my mind. If he does start to continue to have more issues, then I will get him reevaluated for that. I had him recently tested for tons of different stuff. I had blood tests done to make sure his muscles were good. It was a whole wrap sheet of blood tests that I had done, because he had actually fallen down the stairs head over feet because he just literally lost his balance. He has what I call Bambi legs. They look like Bambi legs because they're just he has a hard time just walking. And it breaks my heart because he will randomly fall, and I just have to encourage him to continue to build his muscles. And I'm not a doctor. Please do not follow the way I do things, because every kid is different. Every diagnosis is different. So today we are starting physical therapy. They did call us. We're going to Building Blocks. It is a pediatric physical therapist, which I am excited for. I actually need to fill out the paperwork for that before we go. But we're about to leave here in a little bit. I looked at my watch. I don't have my watch on. I'm actually going to be putting a pot roast in so it can be done for dinner tonight. I totally did not vlog on Lance's days off. Well, I did that one day, that first day off, but he wasn't in it because he came kind of towards the end of the day and I didn't vlog a ton of my mom's. Anyways, he is back to work today. Again, thank you guys for rooting for us and encouraging us. You guys have all been amazing. I can't say thank you enough. All right, let's go make some pot roast. Before I get started, I think I got the wrong roast. I don't know if you can get the wrong roast, but I don't know what I got. What did I get? I got a top round roast, and I think you're supposed to get a chuck roast. I got this because it was cheaper. I purposely got this. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, so we will see. Hopefully it's okay. And it's under 3 pounds, so I'm hoping it feeds us at least for a dinner, and then hopefully for Lance for lunch tomorrow. All right, terrible vlogger when I'm like doing stuff because it's like crazy and there's 4 kids and it's nuts. My sweet aunt is actually flying out in like 5 hours and she offered to watch the kids while I take Landon. Today is just going to be an evaluation to kind of see what he needs for physical therapy, whether it's 2 times a week, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. They'll kind of make a plan from here. Thank you, Aunt Cheryl, for doing this. I'm gonna try to hurry it up. I did not get all the paperwork filled out like I had planned, and it is like a booklet on stuff. So I do have to get there early, so I have time to fill all that out. So how you feeling about today? Good. Good? Are you excited? Mm-hmm. Okay. We will have to get him some different shoes. He has like boot type shoes because it's the only ones he has that have like ankle support. They have to be like high top shoes because, like I said, he's got a lot of movement in his knees, his ankles, and then his arch just collapses because his tendons are just very loose. So we will have to get him some new shoes. Let's head on over to building blocks. Okay, so they're taking a lot of precautions here, which is really nice. They actually won't let you come in until your appointment. They had me finish filling out all the paperwork in my car, and then they will come and grab the paperwork, check our temperature, do the whole COVID screening, and then he should have his appointment. So we're gonna call her and go ahead and head in. Alright guys, I didn't get a ton of footage. They had you like sign something saying like there was not gonna be phones or cameras or anything like that, so I didn't even want to ask if I could film. But they were so nice in there, like truly just very nice people. They did a very extensive evaluation on him, and he hasn't really had that big of a evaluation done, and it was good to see him in his true form. He's had like little tests here and there, but just like, you know, a couple minutes at a time. But he actually got fatigued, and I think that was something that made them nervous, was like how quick he got fatigued. And then also another thing was his right leg, which is the stronger leg, is his calf is actually smaller than his left leg. So that was something that was kind of like we should probably keep an eye on that. Their evaluation, they want to do therapy 2 to 3 times a week, and I kind of just said let's do 2 at first and see how he does. I want him to be comfortable. I don't want him to feel like abandoned, because I like leave him there, and they're pretty strict COVID rules. That's kind of like the protocol, is like you show up, they come and get your kid from your car, and then they take him up. But I want him to feel very comfortable before we do that. We're going to be doing therapy twice a week, and then after 6 weeks, she said, we are going to kind of reevaluate him and keep an eye on like how fast he's getting fatigued. He will literally just like, when his legs are tired, he will just like fall sometimes. That did kind of make me nervous, and she did mention Ehlers-Danlos, and asked if we have ever had him tested for that, which again makes me uneasy. Like I said earlier, I have mentioned Ehlers-Danlos to multiple doctors, and they all said no, no, no. And now she's making me doubt whether, you know, that could potentially be something he is diagnosed with. It is a genetic testing, I guess. I did ask her about it. It's a genetic test that he could have done. I don't know what that's going to entail, what it's going to cost, like all of that stuff. At this point, I'm willing to do whatever we have to do to make him more comfortable in his daily life, because he struggles with just walking. and that breaks my heart, and I just want to do what we can. So that is kind of the update. So since my aunt was leaving this afternoon, I did not take Landon on like a little date, which I try to do when we have these moments together. So I told him, because he did so good in physical therapy, that we are going to get a little treat, like a steamer or something like that, because he did fantastic and I was really proud of him. I think he will really like it. I love the fact that they are a pediatric physical therapist, because they had so much fun. They were like engaged with him, and like, you know, still you could see them just evaluating him, doing simple things. It is a big relief to know that like he's under someone's care that can really watch him. We aren't going to be able to start until October 5th because there's a lot of like back and forth stuff. Like they have to build a plan at the physical therapist, and then they have to send it to the doctor. The doctor has to sign it and send it back. And I guess that's been taking quite a while. So we're 2 weeks out from actually starting the physical therapy, which is totally fine. I'm just excited to get him some help and really want to see some improvement. My biggest thing is like safety. Him going up and down the stairs is not safe, and that is something he has to do in his daily life. I would love to see him run and like, you know, be able to do all those things, but the biggest thing is like making sure he stays safe. Are you excited about physical therapy, Landon? Mm-hmm. You're excited? Was that a lot of fun? Mm-hmm. All right, it's like emotionally draining for me, because I get very like, I overthink things, and I keep thinking about like, well, what if it is Ehlers-Danlos? Maybe we should get him tested, see what that entails. Obviously that is going to take like going to his normal doctor. His normal doctor is in the process of getting her own practice, because where she was gonna close down, but now they're not closing it. I don't know, there's a lot of back and forth. She is opening up her own private practice, and we are going to be following her because she's amazing, and her nurse is coming along with her, which I love her nurse. Once they get established there, I'm going to see about like what it would take to get some genetic testing, just to see. Lance has had some joint issues, and I think his mom is pretty flexible. Lance has also had a lot of like gut issues, so I don't know, all these things are running through my head, and I told myself not to worry about it because I've been told so many times that like, it's not Ehlers-Danlos, it's not Ehlers-Danlos. Now I'm doubting, and it's emotionally draining. I just want to do what's best for him. Whatever can like get him to just have a normal life as much as possible and strengthen his body so he is confident and all of that. All right, let's head to a coffee shop, go get them some little treats, and then we're gonna head home. They're eating candy back there. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting for me. A strawberry, just Italian soda, no cream in that one. A strawberry Italian cream soda. Okay, a blueberry Italian cream soda. Okay, she was like the nicest sunrise lady ever. She was super, like, just nice. I had a lot of questions because Natalie is dairy free and we were trying to do Italian cream sodas. I just spilled orange juice all over me. I got Addie a little orange juice because I felt bad that I didn't get her one. Okay, what'd I say?
Apple juice?
I got her apple juice. Oh, I said orange juice. Apple. All right, let's be real, guys. I came home and I laid down. I did not sleep good, and I was very overwhelmed with like, overwhelmed is a strong word, but I was just processing with like Landon and them seeing like actually how bad he has been. The last time I took him to the doctors, for some reason he was having a really good day, and like his muscles were working pretty good, and he was like able to get up off the floor fine, and like I just don't feel like they saw like how bad he really can get. At least they can guide us on like what else we can do for him. So the plan is to do therapy 2 to 3 times a week. For now we're gonna do 2 days a week until he gets comfortable there, and then at the 6-week mark he is going to kind of be reevaluated. If he hasn't gained some type of muscle by then, that they're going to ask for more testing to be done on him, and that kind of sounded like the way she wanted to go. Obviously we're going to be doing physical therapy because physical therapy is great for everybody, especially people that have mobility issues. All right, the pot roast. or whatever it is. I don't know what kind of meat I got, but it's meat with potatoes and carrots. It looks really good. Let me show you guys. Look how amazing that looks. Oh man, if you could only smell this. Lance jokingly asked if I could make some homemade biscuits with the pot roast. And I was like, oh yeah, sure, it's only a few ingredients. They're actually very easy. If you've never made homemade biscuits before, at least these are. The buttermilk biscuits, I think, like the fluffy ones, those are, I think, a little bit more, and you have to use buttermilk and all that. Still very easy. These are even an easier recipe. Wow, I just said easy a lot. This is only 5 basic ingredients. You need flour, baking powder, salt, butter, and milk. That is all you need. I did plan on making Natalie some biscuits, but I used all of the Bisquick mix the other day when I made her pancakes, so I don't have Bisquick to make that. So I feel really bad that she can't have biscuits. This is a family recipe, so I can't leave a link down below, but I will share it with you guys. I do want to say that the recipe calls for shortening, but I use butter. I don't have any shortening, so I'm just gonna wing it with some butter. Cutter that I use is actually a set I got from Amazon. I'll link it down below. These are perfect for like if you're making donuts. They have like the donut size with like the donut hole. They got the biscuit size, or like cookie, like sugar cookie. Super cool. This is like the second time I've used it, I think, but it's nice to have when I need it. Another thing I want to say is a huge thank you to Danielle. She sent the sweetest box for Natalie and all of us. She was at the store and found a whole bunch of gluten-free and dairy-free products for Natalie, which was so thoughtful. She also sent her favorite Halloween movie, which was Casper, the Friendly Ghost, which the kids have not seen yet. I'm really excited to watch that with them. And she sent Uno Attack, which is so fun. I appreciate you, Danielle. And actually, as I talk about her, she sent Bisquick, the gluten-free Bisquick. And Natalie reminded me as I was like, oh, I'm sorry, honey, I used the rest on your pancakes the other day. She sent some in that box. So we're going to make Natalie some biscuits. To end this one here. Dinner was fantastic. That pot roast is like the easiest pot roast ever, and it is amazing. I let it cook on high for like 3.5 hours, and then I turned it on low. It was perfect. Those biscuits, just to warn you, are like the homemade old-fashioned dry biscuits. They're not like the fluffy, like flaky type biscuit, so they're perfect for like stews and like dipping in the broth. Anyways, fantastic, super easy. It was beyond nice to have dinner ready because I was very overwhelmed. There's been a lot going on today. Someone passed away today, so their family is very heavy on my heart, and it's just been one of those days that have been a little bit rough, and that is where we are at today. So I promise to be more chipper in the next one. But as you know, I keep it very real. I'm not going to fake being happy. Natalie's biscuits did turn out very good, way better than I thought they would. I used the Bisquick recipe for the gluten-free mix. It called for shortening, but I didn't have that, so I used coconut oil. So they did have a slight coconut taste. If you don't like coconut, don't use coconut oil. I would definitely use like shortening. Anyways, I used the mix, coconut oil, and then eggs, and that is all that was in those. And they're little drop biscuits, so they were different than the ones we had. You didn't have to roll them out or anything. You just dropped them on the pan. Super easy, and they were very good. Thank you guys so much for coming along today. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!